Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tandy Renee and I am the owner of 8th Street Boutique, and this is Beauty School. So Beauty School are some courses that I'm putting together so that you can get an insight of the many facets of the beauty industry and how you can either get started or how you can incorporate these fields of study, specific fields of study or specific businesses into your life and why they're important. The focus is you in beauty school, so I hope that you enjoy it. The first course will be self-care. Why not? The first course is self-care, and the first section is fitness. And we have a wonderful instructor. Her name is Nesha Ward, and at the end of the video you'll be able to contact her and find her on her app. She's located in Stockton, California. We'll be going to the Bay Area. We'll be talking to some people in Texas, so this is gonna be fun, you guys.
My name is Nesha Ward, and I am the co-owner of Strong Mind, Strong Body. I've been here for about, since 2015. We've been here, and we do fitness and health, we do wellness, we do lifestyle training, as well as nutrition plans, online nutrition plans, online training, competition, a little bit of everything. My official title would be co-owner and nutrition coach, certified personal trainer. I actually am a military brat. My dad did 22 years in the military. I have lived in Japan, lived in Germany, lived in Hawaii, 5 different states. I went to 4 different high schools, 6 different elementary schools. I'm from a little bit of everywhere. So in, I want to say 2000, the year 2000, we moved here to Stockton. So that's a little bit of my background, but I've been here in Stockton for about 18 years now.
Okay. Do you speak any of those languages?
No. So when you're in the military, you're on a base.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay. It's like being in America essentially. I went to school and I wanted to be a police officer, and I did a ton of criminal justice. My undergraduate is crim justice, and my whole life I wanted to be a police officer, and I can't see. I'm as blind as a bat. So got hired into the academy, and when it came to time to shoot, I can't see. And my professor, Mr. Choi over at Humphrey, said, why don't you just go into the law program here? We have a law program associated with our school, and that's how I ended up in law school. That's how I ended up with my JD, but I never had the intent of being a lawyer. People ask me all the time, well, what are you going to study? And I'm like, I don't know. I just have been told so many times, I don't know if you can do that I wanted to do it.
Oh, okay.
I needed to do something to prove that, it sounds kind of mean, but I needed to do something to prove that I was more than a baby maker, a mother, a wife. I needed to take my power back. And I started doing competitions, and that was my first thing. I started doing competitions because I was so tired of hearing people tell me how skinny I was. Oh my God, you're so skinny. And I was, this is kind of aged me a little bit, but I was Ally McBeal. Front, straight, like 12-year-old boy. Yeah. Nothing in the front, nothing in the back, all the way through all of my children.
Really?
I've given birth 4 times, and I just would drop the weight immediately. I get everything. I've nursed all my children, and I would just go straight back to being I'm a tiny little ectomorph, 112 pounds a majority of my life. After I had children, 122 pounds. So I started bodybuilding. And after I started bodybuilding, I literally fell in love with fitness.
Okay.
It made me so happy. I did meal plans for my friends. I went and got my certification. I never did anything with it because I was so busy doing motherly things and wifely duties. So my why has been, this is the thing that I do that just makes me happy.
Okay.
And gives me like the power to know that I can help somebody else and be a life changer. we talked about earlier that my day starts at 3:15 every morning except for Sunday morning. And I don't have a problem with that. I'm tired. I wear down sometimes, but for the most part, I love what I do. So I'm here, I'm up, and at 4 o'clock, I'm like, come on, let's go, let's get it. The first thing I would do was say, get certified. There are a ton of people that do fitness that know nothing. I look on even some of the social media sites, and there's a lot of people taking advice from people who know nothing. And I read a post last week that said a lot of people know about fitness and can show you fitness until you talk to them. And there are so many different parts of the body. There's so many different parts of people. Bodies are so differently structured that when you start working hands-on with people, you need to know what you're talking about, because you can mess a person up not knowing, giving them the wrong exercises, pounding. Every trainer likes training legs. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill my client. But what about if you just pound and pound and pound on those knees until they can't, do anything?
Okay.
Or you're messing with their joints too much from lifting too heavy or too hard or putting the wrong exercises together. So if this is something that a person would choose to do, the first thing I would say is to get some knowledge. Go to school. You got to pay the dues like everybody has to. And there's too many programs out there nowadays to not figure out, some way to get some knowledge.
Yeah.
So that you're helping people. There are weekend classes where you can get certified in Saturday and Sunday and pay an astronomical fee. There's little certificates that you can get. But I have a NASM, and a NASM, depending on how fast you study or how much you study, it took me 6 months to do it the right way. Okay. There are several certifications underneath that certified personal trainer after you get that initial one. A good program should take you at least 6 months to go through. National Association of Sports Medicine. Okay. So that's only one. There is so many different organizations and federations out there for certifications. To me, that is the best of the best, because they send you through. There's so many different ways that you can stay updated. So if you got a NASM, say, or fitness certification in 2014 and you haven't updated your certs, you need to update your cert. You need to stay on top of your game just like everybody else. If we worked for a regular business with, I worked for 24 or In Shape or some of the bigger known companies, I'd have to update my certifications. And just because we're personal trainers and we own our own gym, we have to still stay updated, because information is always coming out and everything is constantly changing, and everywhere is school. Yeah. So. You ask a normal person, they will say self-care is something that has to do with pumpkin spice or bubble baths, a spa day, all these getting your nails done, lashes, all these different things. For me, self-care is being radical in your mental and physical health. And I got that radical word from Ayana Van Zandt, because she says you need to be radical in your self-care. For me, it should be every day. We have 600 voices at any given time in our head that are pulling us in multiple directions. You got to be able to have self-care, quiet that voice down, and be able to really focus on taking care of your mental health. Whether it means getting up in the morning and doing a prayer, doing meditation. For me, I have to get up every morning and hit my knees in that closet to start my day. God, this is what I'm thankful for. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I need to do. Help me along the way with these things. My self-care also goes to the way that I allow people to treat me. It goes to the way that I allow myself to be treated, because that's what it ultimately is. How you allow yourself to be treated is self-care. To say no to certain things, even if that means my children, even if that means my fiance. Sometimes we have to say no and take accountability for ourselves, sit in the car and just kind of woosah and get ourselves. Self-care is so much more to me than making sure that
Your nails are pretty.
In my life. And so many things have come to just, I could have knocked me out. And so I have to always give God I have to always go into that prayer room and give God the praise. I have such a close relationship with him that I never have to dismiss people. I just go, okay, God, you already know what to do. Send them that way, Lord. You know, I can't deal with this no more. And they will disappear. Or, okay, God, this is what I need. I need to have you to show me this, this, and this. And I just feel like we have such a tight connection that I owe it to him every morning to start off in prayer.
And that, my dear, is self-care.
That's self-care. Fitness into self-care for me, the word strong mind comes into strong body, is in front of strong body for a reason.
Okay.
Because it's all about the mental. Once we teach this mind to do something, the body will do anything. Once we get this mind connected, we can work out all day. But this mind will shut you down or will build you up. I have to say to myself sometimes, one more. Fitness comes into self-care because when this body breaks down, if you're not in the proper place to be able to lift yourself up because you're strong enough, I'll use a perfect example. What they're not telling us about COVID is that the people that are kind of blowing this off a little bit are the healthiest people. They're saying gyms are not essential, but they are essential. Like mentally, people need this. This is people's therapy. The healthier you are in this pandemic, the more likely that you are to blow. Like, I believe, honestly, in January 2020, that I probably caught COVID. I was as sick as I've ever been in my life.
That's what everybody is saying.
I was so sick, and I didn't know what it was. I had to cancel all my classes. I went home. I slept from 6 o'clock in the morning until 4 p.m. And Mr. came over. He gave me some bladderwrack. He gave me some sea moss, and he put it in like a chicken noodle soup, and I drank it, and I was better the next morning.
Wow.
He got sick a little bit, and he was better the next morning. I have to believe that that has everything to do with us being healthy and drinking that sea moss every day and taking those things every day and being in good physical shape.
Okay.
So fitness is self-care because you instantly know when you're not healthy in your body and healthy in your mind. And a lot of that has to do with how strong you are and how strong you feel. I thought about this question. I was thinking about this question. So the main myth that I would like to clear is that for women, that if you lift weights, you're going to be bulky. My development and my physique comes from many, many years of training and lifting, of doing a lot of certain eating, supplements, a lot of things. It has taken me a very, very long time to get here. So for women that walk into the gym and think that if I tell them to lift 10 pounds, I don't want to get bulky, you're not. When I was competing, it would hurt my feelings so bad because people would come in and they would see me and I was really, really bulky and they'd be like, I want to get shape, but I don't want to look like you. And I'm like, you can't. Because this is taking a long time. And it's just the myth that touching weights for women is going to make them look like men or make them too bulky, for lack of a better word, is a myth that frustrates me, or that because they now have muscles and it's taken them a while to get here, that they did some kind of steroids.
Okay.
They did some kind of something that's unnatural. 100% of the women that are in this gym are natural. Okay. And so that's a myth that bugs me. Or I get a lot of, like, how much do you bench press? I don't really bench press. Bench press doesn't give women really any muscles that they need. I can do it in push-ups.
Oh, okay.
But, so those kind of things. I get weird questions all the time. Like, I'm doing everything. The main myth is I'm doing everything. I train 2 days, 3 days, 2 hours a day in the gym, and nothing's happening. And it's because your diet.
Okay. diet is?
It's the key.
Okay.
It's 80%, probably even 90%
Okay.
of the work is the food.
I hear people say that, but now I believe it.
I never believed it. When I tell you, I never believed it. I worked out every day. I worked out every day, and I could not figure out why am I working out 2 hours a day and nothing is changing. And I talked to people, and they would go, because you're not eating right. I was skinny. My muscles looked the same. I was strong. I was strong beyond belief. But my body looked the same.
Okay.
And when I finally invested in a trainer and got a nutrition coach and got a meal plan, my body morphed off of not eating less food, eating the right foods.
And that's where the knowledge comes in.
Yes.
Those things go together.
People think we're starving. Oh, well, so what do you eat? You don't eat like vegetables, you eat fish. I eat more than most men.
Wow.
I eat a lot of food. We've got a girl right here right now. She is so thin. She's so muscular. She looks so good. I think she's maybe 118 pounds. She eats 6 meals a day. She eats 6 ounces of chicken 3 times a day and a cup of rice with almost every single meal.
Wow.
It is in the food.
Okay.
If you don't even buy anything else from a trainer, get a nutrition coach to help you with your food. And even if you don't want to do that, this internet is the bomb. Like, I thoroughly believe that giving people information will not take food out of my mouth. Like, there's so much information out there. Because I give you some tips does not mean that I'm going to lose business. There are so many things that you can do at home. There are so many, like, people creating gyms in their own house. You don't need anything. You need a kettlebell. You need, like, a set of dumbbells. You need a resistance band. All these things that you can buy from stores like Five Below, Target, TJ Maxx, Ross. They have amazing things in there that you can use at home and make your own home gym. The workout plans are on the internet. You can buy one from me, or you can buy one, or you can look up one, on Pinterest. The food, it is in the food. And the food plans, I have awesome, like, I love what I do. Okay. Nutrition-wise, I have compounded so many years of knowledge, but there are things that you can find out. Like, even the basic, if you can't work out right now, even say you have COVID and you can't work out, your energy is down, why are you not, like, eating the right foods? You're at home, you gotta do something. Like, it is so imperative right now to take your body back. We can put on lashes and hair and put fake implants in and all this stuff, but this body, you only get one.
You only get one.
And you have to stand on your square, and your body's your temple. As the saying goes, your health is your wealth. And if you don't make time to take care of your body, you're gonna have to make time for when you get sick. I do nutrition only. I do some people who only want to do the meal plan. Some people I have clients in multiple states who only do the nutrition.
Okay.
I have people who come in here and only want to do the reset. What I do after learning is I do a non-disclosure form. But at the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So what I try to do is I continue to update it.
Okay.
So if you have my reset from 2015, then it looks nothing like it looks now.
Yeah.
If you got it even last year, I've added a ton of antivirals and different supplements and different things to it so that those people continue to get better. But there's no new products. There's no new healthy superfoods. It's just the way in which you put them together. And then a cardio, sometimes we'll put a cardio protocol or supplement regimen or exercise along with that, even from heavy to small. Not everybody, and they can't all have the same meal plan.
Right.
I do a meal plan for you, but you sell it to your friend who's 5'7" and 118 pounds, it's only going to work for her for so long.
Right.
Then she's going to be like, okay, what now? I don't know, girl. For the most part, our clients they're so loyal to us, and they will tell someone, oh, what did you do? I have this meal plan from Nisha. Go call her. Go see her. She does different things. They're customized, and go see her. And they know that we work really hard for what we do. And so they'll send the majority of our business, no matter how much online stuff I do, is off of referral. And the reason why I say that is because I've held myself back so many times. I could have done this years ago. Stand on your square. Don't be afraid to take no for an answer. And have major self-care, radical self-care.
Radical self-care.